right. I like that. I like that. Okay, everybody. I'm going to ask everyone to be on mute right now, just for a moment, as we come together. Let's take a breath together. Whew. All right, great day. Good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever we happen to be in the world. Happy journey to us all. I'm Arnaé, here for you today on this Wednesday edition of Daily Antidote of Song that comes to you every single day. Every single day. About those really beautiful people over at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand. You come to get your medicine, you get fed every day, every day. And I think if I remember correctly, today should be 8:50, but somebody's going to let me know. It's August 3rd, y'all. Zoom. We are moving through and are back with more affirmative messages of peace, social justice, togetherness, hope, and just straight up fun. So let's get this party started by saying greetings to our Facebook Live family. Okay, y'all know the drill. To the left, up top, to the right, on the bottom, again, left, up top, to the right, on the bottom, and then just wave to everybody here in the room. Everybody, give them love. Greetings to each other. I love it. And I always like to start the hellos to Jojo Rossi, the creator of this series. Let's say hello to her. Let's see, there's Busy Graham, there's Diane, there's Katie, there's Anna, there's Jaden, and today our Zoom guru is the one and only Aaron. Give it up for Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Okay, who's in the room today? Who is in the room? All right, let me make my screen bigger. Oh, Arlene Baxter is here from Berkeley. Good to see you. Susan Miller from Seattle. Nice to see you. Hi, Delhi. Susan G. Feeling you. Sheila in Florida is here. Wendy is here. Nice to see you, Wendy. Is that Dr. Kathy Bullock? Well. Well. Okay. Dr. Kathy Bullock is here. Fantastic seeing you. Thank you. Becky Kane is here. Annette Perrone is here. And I'm thinking that is Jenny from Suffolk, UK. I got to make this a little larger here. Bethany from Vermont is here. Pauline in Newcastle. Oh, we liking the hair. All right. Nick Ward from Leeds in the UK is here. You all are right next door to each other. Kathy's iPad is here. Kathy came along with her iPad. Nice for both of you to be here. Sarah Page from Texas is here. Hello. Luda. Oh, more love. And I see orange. That's all I care about. All right. Thank you, Luda. There's Bonnie in Boise. In blue. Bonnie in blue in Boise. Great to see you here. 850. Thank you, Christiana and Bob in Rockville. Thank you for confirming that. Carolyn, yes. Come. I appreciate it. 850. Great to see you. Lynn and Cliff in Vermont are here. Kate Galloway from Charlottesville is here. Fred in Silver Spring made it. Ruth in Birmingham, UK is here. I see one curly top, two curly tops, three curly tops. Shake it. Okay. Fantastic. Happy you're here. Hey, Miles, what you eating?
Stephanie from Vermont.
Miles, what you eating? Okay, he's eating something healthy. Hi, Amanda. Oh, Peaches. Lovely. From Michigan. Thank you all for being here. Kevin with the golden flute is here in from DC. Ralph and Victoria is here. Gary with all the solutions is here. Aloysius somewhere out in the world doing good work is here. Jamie is here from Victoria. Harriet Dart is here from Illinois. Kevin is here. Thank you. Great to see you, Kevin. Day 850. Trish is here. Okay, y'all are moving. Kathy, Arapaho, Cheyenne. Yes, with the fur baby. Glad to have you here. Dan Walker from Vienna, Virginia is here. Cricket. Great morning to you, my friend. Harriet is here from Illinois. Kate is wandering somewhere over the world. Brian is here. LMG's here. Sandy in Western North Carolina is here. Sarah Hartigan's here. Loriana and friends. Martha Wagner. Linda in Massachusetts. All the right people are here today. Give yourselves a hand. If you're new to the Daily Antidote Room, please take this time to identify yourself in the chat. Give us your first name, the city, the country, the galaxy, wherever you're tuning in from, how you found Daily Antidote a song. We want to know. All right, y'all. It's day 850. Hands up. Our song leader today is returning. She's a returning champ, so she's back for the second time. She's a multi-talented performer, truthfully. She's a musician, a narrator, an actress, a session vocalist, a radio personality. She's carved a really interesting career from her various artistic endeavors. Again, lead singer, songwriter, fiddler, guitarist, founding member of the award winning acoustic band that I might want to be a part of, the Barefoot Movement. She has lent her voice to video games, cartoons, and the YouTube channel Box Monkey Studios. She's coming to us today from Oxford, North Carolina. Come on, y'all, put your hands up and together for the wonderful Noah Wall. Noah, come in the room.
Thank you. This is so incredible. I mean, I guess last time I was probably so caught up in like what figuring out how all worked, but like to hear from all the people that are from all over the world that are with us right now, that is wonderful. And it's a really special thing, and that you guys have kept going this whole time. That's amazing.
It really is. And you have to give the credit to Joe Rossi. She came up with it, and we're just following in her footsteps in the tradition that she has started. So, Noah, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm glad it worked out for me to be here, and happy to see all your faces.
Fantastic. Okay, tell us about the song you have chosen to share today.
Sure. This is a new song of mine. I didn't know exactly what to do, and I had thought about doing a traditional song, but you guys have done 850 days, and I thought, there's a good chance you've probably done it already. So I went with one that I wrote relatively recently. So I thought there's a real good chance you haven't done this one yet. um, it's called well, the working title is So Far Down, but that doesn't really it's a very hopeful song that my mom actually wrote the chorus to, and she gave it to me and said, if you want this, you can finish it. And so it's actually the only mother-daughter co-write that I've ever done, and I'm really happy with it, and people seem to like it. I never know what people are going to like, so
Wow.
hopefully you guys do too.
Okay, fantastic. So, what is the part that we can sing with you? What can you teach us?
So the chorus is the the repeat and the refrain, and so I figured we'd definitely sing that together. Um, and if there's anything else that you catch on to as I'm singing it, for sure sing along. We've got the lyrics here. Um, so the first line of the chorus, and basically it's just talking about how, you know and I feel like we can all relate after this year. These last few years, we've been through it, and but it's at the end, it's like, but we're not giving up. We're still hoping, we're still holding on, and moving forward. So I just say that, so don't get like, worried when the first line sounds very sad, because it's going to get better.
It's a mountain. We're climbing up the mountain. There we go.
Exactly. It actually mentions a mountain. So first line, I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. How's that feel?
That works. That works. We can move on to the next line.
Very similar. Next line, just a slightly different ending. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. All right, one more time. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end.
We got
Yeah.
it. What's next? What's next?
Again, very similar. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. It's a little wordy. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. One more time. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible.
Okay, what's next?
Last line. But so far I've not given in. But so far I've not given in.
Can we get the four together just so we can see how they all work together?
2, 3. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. But so far I've not given in.
All right, we're ready. Take it
Yeah.
away.
I don't normally sing, in the AM hours, so we're just over AM and hanging. Everybody, we're all in this together, right?
You're doing good. You're doing good.
All right, here's So Far Down. I'm missing the mandolin, but just imagine some mandolin. 1, 2, 3. Standing by the mountain I must climb. I'd rather go around it and spend the time. But there's no other way to get where I must go. I'm moving on up a never-ending slope. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. But so far I've not given in. Standing in the wind, the rushes by. Feels like a tornado in my mind. Sometimes I'd like to let it carry me away. I'm holding on for at least one more day. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. So far I've not given in. Standing in the waters all alone. I can either sink or I can float. As they rise around me, I feel movement in my limbs. I'm more afraid of the drowning than the swim. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. But so far I've not given. Here's a tag in. So far I've not given in. Yeah.
Noah, Noah, Noah. Okay, Noah, I don't know if you were able to see, but there were so many people playing along with you. Uh,
I saw the mandolin. That was
there's
so cool.
mandolin in the house. You asked for it, got it. I saw percussion instruments. Did I see a dulcimer somewhere out there? I saw someone, and I know Kevin had his flute here. Wow, that's so wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for that beautiful song. Let's just breathe that. Such a great message of hope. And yes, it's never been done here before. So,
I'd be surprised.
Right, you're the first one. So let's talk about your mom. She collaborated with you on this song. What part did she give you?
The chorus is hers. So the thing that you learned, she just sang to me in like a voice note on my phone. And I took it with me when I went on I go on these trips sometimes to do songwriting just by myself. And I took that chorus and came up with the rest of it. But the chorus was really the spark.
Wow. Can we know your mom's name? Can we just say her name?
Sure. Her name's Tammy, Tammy Wall. She is a great songwriter, and she never did anything professionally, but she sure did sing to me my whole life. And I, would like to do more. I'd like to record some more of her songs, just that I've been hearing, since I was a kid.
Wow. So she's kind of the main influence for you on this path of music that you've chosen.
I
Is that?
think so. Yeah. I mean, she and her father was also a songwriter and a bass player in a country band. So my first real performances were when I could play like one fiddle tune, and they would get me up there to play a square dance with, at the weekly dances at the American Legion in Roxborough, North Carolina.
How
So
old were you? And was
definitely.
was the fiddle bigger than you? Could you actually manage it?
I could kind of. I mean, I wouldn't want to hear any of that, but second grade, we can give you a break.
Is that your mom in the photo in the background we're looking at? I'm
Yeah. Well, if you can see, let's see. Right there is my parents kissing me on my cheek on my wedding day. This is me with my cats. My bass player painted that actually.
okay.
So
That's right, your fur baby mom. So we'll get into that later. A lot of people will remember that Noah was here as part of the Daily Antidote Library of Congress Archive Challenge Week. Do you remember what the song was? I think that was in
yeah,
2020.
absolutely. So there's a conference called Folk Alliance that we've done a few times, and you want to stay as busy as you can while you're there. And I remember reading about this challenge where you could go into the archives of the Library of Congress, find a song, make it your own, and then perform it at the conference. And that was really intriguing to me because I went to school at East Tennessee State University and I studied American folk music and learned all about the archivists and what they did in preserving this traditional American music. So the song that we found, and I'm not kidding, it was the first song that I pulled up. And it was almost like, maybe I should keep looking, but this one just smacked me in the face. I loved it so much. It was called Early in the Morning, and it was a chain gang song. And I encourage everybody to go check it out, because that recording has, I mean, I feel like I mean, this might be a little academic of me, but I feel like it's a missing link in the evolution of like R&B music and American, blues music, because you can almost, I swear, some of it sounds like Michael Jackson's, the way he would sing, or like Elvis, like I can hear that in their voices. And so, obviously, every time we played it, I wanted to tell people about this recording and how it was so moving to me, and that people should go listen to it. So anyway, yeah, we recorded it actually after the Folk Alliance and everything, and never thought that in this challenge we would be so gifted, by finding this gem of a recording that I think Alan Lomax got. I think it was 1947 in Mississippi. So yeah, beautiful recording, and everybody should go check it out.
Okay, so what's it called? It's early in the morning because the first thing I
Early
thought
in the
was the Gap Band. Early in the morning. You don't know nothing about that.
It sounds familiar, but no, I don't think it was related. But yeah, just early in the morning. And if you look up that and Alan Lomax, the archivist, you'll find it in the Library of Congress. It's also on various other websites. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Well, I've got to ask the question because you just advertising. Are you barefoot right now?
I absolutely am. In my house, I pretty much always am.
So,
uh, I'm
so
also fresh out of the shower, so I wasn't about to put socks on.
okay. So the question was, is the barefoot movement, is it a state of being, or is it really, really, really? Is you really naked on the foot parts?
We do at our shows, we go barefoot. And really what that is all about is an invitation for people to feel like they're at home during our shows. And so, if you want to take your shoes off, you are more than welcome. But it's not like, obviously we wear shoes in life, and we kind of have to. Um, and I like shoes. That's not a problem with shoes. It's just it is a state of being, as you said. I think growing up here in the South, it was just a common turn of phrase I always heard when people would come over. They'd say, "Take your shoes off," and it wasn't like, don't get my floor dirty. That meant like you can stay a while. You're welcome here. You can get comfortable. And
Exactly. I mean, the Beverly Hillbillies, the theme song has that "Take your shoes off, come on in."
I forgot about that. It does.
Does and have a little bit of Granny's triple X, whatever was in that. Wow. And so you've got a whole movement around this. Is do we are there recruitments? Do we have to pay dues? What do we have to do to be a part of this barefoot movement?
All you have to do is you know extend that same friendliness to the people you meet at our shows and the people that you meet in your life. That's the what we want the barefoot ideal to carry with you when you leave our show.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Covers for a Cause. This is a project that you've got some activities and movement around. Tell us about it, please.
Yeah, so during the pandemic, when we were all quarantined and separate, it was hard because we couldn't play as a band together. So we started doing these things called tune twists, which are really just covers, but I like alliteration. Um, and we would invite our fans to request these songs. And so we ended up with like a bunch of them. And so they're on YouTube, but then it was like, man, we have these great recordings and they're just sitting there, and it would be great if we could get them out there and people could hear them. And so as that was in one corner of my mind, and then the other was that there was this foundation that I had been made aware of, or organization, and they're called Souls for Souls. So like SOLES, like soles of your shoe for souls. And so I think I was in Denver. We were on tour, and I saw a donation box for them, and it had like a footprint on it. And of course, my eye is always drawn to that because of the barefoot thing. And so I looked them up, and they're based in Tennessee. And basically they started out, they take shoe donations of gently worn shoes, and they regift them to people in poverty who don't have shoes, in America and all over the world. And so that's just like the tip of the iceberg of what they do. They do these, wonderful things to help bring people out of poverty, and with help with hunger and those kind of things. And so I just thought, how wonderful would it be if I could say, kick your shoes off with the barefoot movement and give them to somebody, that could actually use them. And it's just been a project I've wanted to find a way to be involved, because I was like, well, we can't really take shoe donations on the road. I don't know if we have the capacity for that if we're flying in and out or whatever. And so we're going to be releasing these covers that at least a collection of them, that we recorded during the pandemic for streaming services and for downloads. And so every time you stream the song, any royalty that we would get will go to Souls for Souls. And so it's a ongoing thing that ultimately will virtually never end as far as I'm concerned, as many times as people stream these songs. We also want to make it where people can download them, and purchase them, but the streaming, like I say, is ongoing. And we also have, and I believe she posted it in the chat, just a fundraising page that is kind of just separate, that we just figured that we would open up and say, and here's, so people, if they want to do more, they can visit our fundraising page and donate a dollar amount. But I love the fact that it's so easy to, help. All you have to do is listen to the song. So yeah, Here Comes the Sun came out on July 18th, and the next one, Lodi, will come out on August 15th. So we're going to space them out so that we can keep talking about this and keep drawing attention to what they do.
Curious, did you have to get licensing permission for Here Comes the Sun?
No, I think that as far as I know, I think it's okay. We're going through our label, and I'm sure that, there is like probably, like when I say every stream, there probably is, in those little minuscule cents, something is going to go to Lennon and McCartney or whoever owns their catalog.
Great.
Uh,
3/4 of a penny. There you go. Which does add up, actually. So, all right. All right. I love that. Souls for souls. So you're constantly looking for the feed. All right. Okay. I want to pivot just a bit. You do voiceover work.
I do, yeah. So I majored in communication at ETSU, and even before that, I had worked in radio, in locally here in Oxford, before I transferred to school, and I was a theater kid, and so even before the pandemic, I had kind of gotten into looking into audiobook narration, specifically. Although I do kind of whatever people hire me to do, but the thing I've found the most success in is the audiobooks. And it partly because the house in Tennessee that we had just happened to have a recording studio in the basement, and that opened up a lot of doors. It was like, well, what can I be doing here? And so audiobooks just seem like a natural thing, because I love performing. I love acting, and I could do this. I already had the equipment, and I just needed to get some experience. So did a couple kind of for royalty shares, which is like I do the book for free, and then I get paid if anybody buys it. And then I have a reel of stuff I've done. I started sending it out to every independent production company I could find. And I just kind of got hooked in with one. And I think let's see, I just did my 40, I'm
Woo!
on my 44th book right now. So
Wow. Okay. Are you using different dialects, different languages? What's going on?
yeah, some more successfully than others, I think.
Give us,
I've done,
give us an example of a successful one.
but see, you've got people from England on here, and if they hear me, I don't
We
know.
won't judge. We won't judge. We won't judge. We're here to support. We're here to support. All you UK people, put your thumbs up. Put your thumbs up in support. There we go.
I actually just pulled up one of my books on Audible, and I guess you could say most of what I end up doing is the RP, the received pronunciation, which is very, very posh and not what they would use typically day to day, probably. But
Just
anyway,
think, Annabelle, you will be engaged before the end of the day. Cassandra beamed at me. My lips tightened in an uncomfortable smile. It is a dream come true, I replied flatly.
Wow. What's the name of that and how do we find it? We
that one was called Coming Home to Bellingham, and it is on Audible. You just look up Noah Wall on Audible, and you'll see a lot of the stuff I've done. I've done some other accents. I think now, used to, I would like totally judge people like in movies and stuff if I did not approve of their Southern accent. But now I am like, hey, I get it. You're
right.
doing your best, and I don't, no judgment whatsoever anymore. So
Wow, wow. Okay, so what have you got coming up? You got some shows coming up. What's going on?
I know this weekend we're in North and South Carolina. Next couple weeks we are in the Midwest in Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana. We have the Earl Scruggs Music Festival, the first one coming up Labor Day weekend. We literally play that in North Carolina on Friday, I think, and then we play in Colville, Washington on Saturday. Y'all pray that we get there for our set. So yeah, just our website has our tour schedule. You can sign up for our mailing list letter. And other than that, we are working on demos. This song, actually, we've started the demo process of trying to get going on our next record. So we got the Souls for Souls shows, demos for the new record, and then the other thing that we talk about a lot is our Patreon,
Yes.
which is a monthly, it's like a subscriber based service. And we wanted for the coolest perk of being a Patreon patron to be at the cheapest tier. So for $1 a month, we give a free recording, or you could say it's $1 a month. And it can be anything. So it could be one of these demos we're working on. I know this month it is a live recording. So we've been recording all of our live shows. So it's a live recording of Wade in the Water, which we do a lot. And so, yeah, that's the $1 tier. And then it goes on up and we do live streams every month exclusively for our patrons. And so, it's a cool way to kind of get a more immersive fan experience and, hey, get a free song every month.
I love it. So that's Patreon,
Yeah.
and we can find you on your website, which Aaron has boop probably put somewhere.
Thank you.
Magic. There it is. There it is. It's all there. All right, Noah. We're ready to sing the song again. Can we get the whole song again, please? It's so beautiful.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You know, it was actually helpful in the chat. The words were up. I mean, I know the words, but it was like really nice to look at them.
You know what, Aaron? I'm sorry. Noah, I have to say this. Just started going back out in the world and singing, and it's like I gotta know lyrics now because I've been so used to singing on Zoom, and my words are right here. It's like, man, I gotta know lyrics, and I'm not one of those that gets on stage. I'll have my iPad, but I've seen people recently just have their phones reading lyrics out of phones. Uh-uh. Then
I've been, if somebody requests a song that I don't know, like, and we're just like pulling it off, like, we'll see what happens, then I might have to do it. But only if it's something I don't normally play and it was just a random request that I feel like honoring, maybe, but.
all right, let's sing the song again.
1, 2, 3. Standing by the mountain I must climb. I'd rather go around it and spend the time. But there's no other way to get where I must go. down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. So far I'm not giving in. Standing in the waters all alone, I can either sink or I can float. As they rise around me, I feel movement in my limbs. I'm more afraid of the drowning than the swim. I'm so far down, I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone, I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch that I'm invisible. But so far I'm not giving in. But so far I'm not giving in.
Okay, hold up. Don't go anywhere, Noah. Open up Dr. Kathy Bullock. Open up Dr. Kathy Bullock. I want y'all playing together. We got to have Dr. Do you know Dr. Kathy Bullock?
I'm not giving in.
Woo! Do it again.
Yes. Yes.
Do it again. Do it again, Dr. Kathy. Do it again.
Far down. I'm past the bottom. I'm so far gone. I'm near the end. I'm so far out of touch. I'm invisible. So far I'm not giving in. No.
Dr. Bullock, meet Barefoot Noah. Barefoot Noah, meet Dr. Kathy Bullock.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that beautiful song. You blessed my heart. Love you, Arnaé. Love everybody. Okay, I just really had a good time.
Need to hear your
See all of
voice.
y'all. Big hug. So far, I'm not giving in. Yes. Some of my mind.
Not giving in. Noah, you need to tell your mama that you inspired all these people today with her beautiful chorus. And I hope that you all will continue your collaborations. And I'm just really looking forward to the project where you go and unearth all of those treasures that she has left for you. That's her legacy, and your legacy as well. And so let's see what happens with that. But happy to meet you, Noah. Thank you so much for bringing your time, your talents, your heart, your artistry. Very grateful to you. Congratulations for it all. Everybody go to Patreon, sign up, sign up, sign up, and look for Souls for Souls. Souls for Souls. I love it. Thank you, Noah. Everybody give her a hand.
Thank you.
That's a
So
whole.
glad to meet you all. Yeah.
All right. We appreciate you so much. Everybody, deep collective appreciation for Noah Wall. All right. I feel better. Let me hear y'all. I feel better. Let's breathe all that in. I don't think there are any announcements, but Dr. Kathy Bullock, since you're here, I've just got to ask you to open up, just because I love you so much, and I just want to hear your voice to
Hey,
make sure
hey,
it's really
Arnaé.
you, because it could be the clone Dr. Kathy Bullock. I want to make
No, it whoop whoop whoop. It is me. I'm so happy to see all of you, cause I'm not giving in. Sticking with me is not the part. Blessings to you, Arnaé. You're looking gorgeous. To every person on Facebook, I've gotten to meet some of these people in person while I was on my workshops. It was wonderful, and I said, "Oh my God, I get to come and hear and be with all of you today." And I get Barefoot Noah, and she blesses my soul.
and her,
My soul of soul.
and her mama. Mama Tammy's up in here too. So this is fantastic.
Ooh. You have that beautiful glow, Arnaé. Y'all looking good, everybody. everybody. I was here like on a weekly basis, and then I was gone. Noah, so you know, that's why. So it feel like a homecoming to me, even though I've been carrying you here. Yeah. So
All right.
anyway, I'm gonna stop because I'll keep going on to fly.
Yeah, and I got to get to work in 10 minutes.
Bye. You do it, Miss Diva. Woo.
Right. Thank you so
You
much.
started working on your song for
Yes,
the
yes, ma'am.
Platinum Post.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
She's doing a new discomposition. I don't know if y'all know about it, but I won't say anything now. I'll just let that happen
You're
and
here.
percolate.
You're
Take
here.
care.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Now I really feel better. Okay. I don't think there are any announcements. So before we say our final goodbyes, I'm going to again extend the invitation to any new people in the room. Look at what you got today. Yeah, that's some good meal. That's a good meal just today. Please put your name in the chat, where you're tuning in from, and how you found Daily Antidote Song. And one of these days, you will be receiving a very special welcome from the series creator Jojo Rossi. We're going to say goodbye to our Facebook Live family, and we're going to give many, many thanks to Aaron